Sorry, case number 2. So looking from the foreign perspective, and I'll just canter through this quickly. So here we're looking at Vishal, married to Jenny, and has a son, Aaron, in the US. Now, key thing to understand about Vishal and the family is that they're US resident, but they're, in the case of Vishal, he's an Indian citizen, so it's an NRI. So resident in the US, in California, holding the array of assets that we see there, land as well as accounts. Now, in this case, Vishal had previously set up a UAE will and also has a UAE trust, rather, as well as has an interest in the Indian trust, has accounts and land in India, and then the usual accounts in the UK with UK land. Key point to note here is Vishal is a non-resident Indian and is resident in California, in the US, but retains his Indian citizenship. We don't know the domicile of Vishal, so that's left hanging as an item. So for community property, and this is looking at it from a Californian perspective. So whether community property rights apply in California, whether community property rights includes pre-acquired and inherited property, and the position of pre and post-nuptial arrangements. So I think I'd invite Ivan to run us through this from the California perspective.
Sure. So California is one of 8 states in the US that recognizes community property. In California, community property is broadly defined as any property acquired during marriage by either party's labor. I'll say that again because the definition is important. Any property acquired during marriage by either party's labor. So which the definition itself should answer the second question, whether community property includes pre-acquired and inherited property. The answer is no, because property acquired by gift, property acquired by inheritance is not acquired by labor. Right. So will not, therefore not form part of the communal estate. Right. Whether a prenup or a postnup agreement is valid in California, is particularly these are foreign law prenups and postnups. California, like a typical lawyerly answer, maybe. California might recognize the validity of pre and postnups of other jurisdictions. The issue would be California would apply its own standard of validity on the pre and postnup. Right. To summarize things, really California looks at whether or not the disadvantaged spouse had counsel when he or she signed the pre or postnup. If the spouse had counsel when he or she signed the pre or postnup, then chances are California will recognize the pre or postnup.
Okay.
I'll just add real briefly there, Zach, sorry, just to close it off though. The US has an emphasis on avoiding custody or duty elements. So don't try to divvy up the kids or it's my responsibility to do this task or that task. That's typically a no-go in general in the US, even beyond California. And then from a timing perspective, and this connects to having adequate representation that Ivan mentioned, at least 6 weeks out of the marriage. Do not try to rush the person the week before the marriage. Hey, sign these documents. That's got very little chance of being upheld in the US from a US perspective. Thanks.
All right. Thanks very much, Sean. Okay. Thanks, Ivan.